What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of Skyrim Special Edition. Today we are going to be looking at 10 must-have PlayStation 4 mods for the month of July. But without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Civil War Border Camps is going to be coming in at 365.2 kilobytes of a download. Adds border camps at the hold borders. This mod author has decided to make this kind of an immersive Civil War feeling attachment to your other existing mods. This one is really nice indeed. The camps are all visible on the map and you can jump to them wherever you want. Obviously, I don't think it matters what faction or what side you are particularly on. Don't hold me to that. I am obviously neutral as it currently stands through this footage. You might get attacked if you're part of the faction of Stormcloak and go to an Imperial camp. I'm not too sure. As always, if you are partnered with a faction and you do try this mod out, let me know in the comment section below. Let other users know too. All that information does help out everyone an awful lot. This is a really cool mod. I really did enjoy this. It adds some more to the map. It just sort of fills in those different sort of connecting holds or capitals or even settlements together, which is really nice indeed, and they are not half-assed. They are very nice indeed. The sort of camps themselves aren't sort of copy and paste. There's a lot of different things that are changed within those ones as well, moved around, as you can tell on screen now. Some of the camps look absolutely phenomenal. Infinite Perk points is going to be coming in at 264.3 kilobytes of a download. This mod allows you to have infinite perk points, but there are some steps to follow in order to get them. Step 1, enter the skill menu. Step 2, get your lock picking skill to a legendary. Step 3, question marks. And step 4, have many perk points to spend. Once upon you've stolen all of your perk points freely, this mod should have unlimited potentials of you guys to have this within your game. If you want a full synopsis as well, obviously there's loads of different notes to this particular mod with the description. If you want to have a little read up, there's an awful lot for you guys to have a little look up as well. If it's not working, gives you basically a full synopsis of this one. Making this skill gives you 255 perk points as long as you had 0 previously. It makes it a little bit more beneficial to those players who wanted to sort of pour in additional perk points to get a leg up within the vanilla base game. Non-instant food and drink coming in at 56.5 kilobytes of a download. The description isn't too lengthy on this one, but it pretty much sums up. Says as the title does for this particular one. Now, I do believe this is going to be a slow effect, if not more of a realistic thing to be added to the game. For this one, I actually tried to down as much alcohol as I could to see if I got any effects. That is not the case. Obviously, once again, food and drink being the occasion of this one, it will not hit immediately. Shortly after though, there was an absolute banging headache and effect for this one. So obviously if you want a realistic look to combat, instead of absolutely chugging those potions and zipping straight up into health, and you want a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit of a harder sort of feel to the game, then this is definitely going to be an interesting gameplay mod for you. Transform ability follower Atronach pack. This one is coming in at 94.2 kilobytes of download. Adds a follower with the ability to transform. When you start the game, a spell called follower is added. Please use it. For this particular one, I couldn't actually find the particular spell. I pretty much just teleported and straight off the bat, this particular follower was following me. Obviously, this particular follower too will transform according to the NPC that you're currently fighting. If not, it'll idly change within this one. Atronach spells become stronger as the player's level rises. That will be from 1 to 30, which would be a standard 1 times. 30 to 49, which will be a 1.3, 50 to 69, 1.5, 70 to 99, a 1.8, and last but not least is going to be 100, which is going to be a 2 times multiplier. Atronach's max level will be 1000, that will be equating to the player, so obviously if you are a level 1000, the Atronach follower will be a level 1000 too. Very powerful indeed. Love the aspect that it switches between the whole selection of spells within the game on its own. Very intelligent. I'm pretty sure we have covered something like this on the channel, but overall a very interesting mod to cover. Epic Enhanced Markarth. This one is coming at 46.3 kilobytes of a download. This is the epic version of Markarth with a few enhanced and enchantments that have been added, including a mage light, grass followers, flowers, bushes, and a couple of trees just to make it a little bit more realistic and a little bit less bland within the game, a little bit more vibrant. This old city is definitely popping off with some colour. This is very nice indeed. I personally am going to be keeping this to my Markarth. A lot of Markarth overhauls do add a lot of textures to the buildings, which ramps up the sort of download size for this particular one, but this one is incredibly low and just adds some of the existing sort of flowers and stuff to the city. It completely changes, if I'm perfectly honest. If you are looking for a low download size that completely changes Markarth, again, strong recommendation from me to pick this one up. Erethfel Isle, hopefully I said that correctly, but this one is coming at a baffling 4 megabytes of a download. Now I do say that just for the simplistic fact of this mod is absolutely massive, and if I'm perfectly honest, this is definitely going to be my personal favourite for the PlayStation 4 this month. This is really, really nice. This mod is absolutely insane. There's so much to do within this mod. I've got a mini mod showcase from to date of what this mod includes, and that is 13 minutes long approximately, which is absolutely insane, and the mod author is still adding more stuff. There's actually a really big tower in this particular sort of mod that is going to be added to. Absolutely insane. Again, baffling on how that download size is. To get to this one, you're going to need to go north of the Solitude Lighthouse, which you will bump into a ship called the Shadowrun ship. Level 20 is required, as there is quite a few NPCs that will attack you straight off the bat. Once upon killing all of them, you can pretty much sail to this individual island. Loads of different NPCs will be there. It will be a tough challenge, please do bear that in mind. And upon doing that, pretty much exploring is going to be your best bet through this one. That does give you a few pointers on how to get certain different keys and everything else. I'm not going to ruin it too much for you guys, but if you have got a PlayStation 4, again, highly recommend you guys picking this one up. It's absolutely insane. So much to do and so much to see. Really beautiful, loved all the textures. This is obviously going to be inspired from the Elder Scrolls Online, and from what I can see from this one into cross-reference online, it's pretty much 99% bang on. Cannot wait to see what is going to be updated on this one. This one is definitely a one to keep an eye on. Boom Chicken follower. This one is coming in at 18.7 kilobytes of a download. Adds a follower called Breakfast to the game, which is in a form of a chicken with abilities that pretty much just explode constantly. This is an absolute hilarious mod. You guys know I love a silly mod here and there, and this is definitely going to be this one for this week. When you start the game, a spell should be called Follower, should be added, use it, and pretty much there we go. Adds a support of 6 different explosions with this one, and only explodes when the enemy hits the NPC. Absolutely hilarious. This chicken does change form too to a massive rooster, which is pretty cool, and overall it's quite a funny mod. So if you guys do like funny mods, love chickens and love explosions, this is definitely going to be one for you. Increase running speed, coming in at 786B of a download. This increases the running speed, perfect from running away from all of your crimes. This is not going to be absolutely drastic change. This is going to be a slight significant change to the vanilla running within the base game. Now, Imperial Agent 1992 has done their own mod showcase to show the comparisons between the vanilla and this particular mod within the game. So if you want to see the difference and can't tell, head over to his YouTube channel and have a little look. But for me, slightly increased. This is going to be somewhat lore friendly, a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow within the vanilla base game. This one slightly enhances it to make it feel a little bit more realistic. My guy's fit, ready and agile, so I want to run a little bit faster. Geralt of Riverwood. This one is coming in at 50 kilobytes of a download. Adds Geralt from Witcher as a follower. He starts at level 10 and will level up with the player all the way until level 100. The location of this particular follower, self-explanatory, and the title is going to be Riverwood. He wears a custom outfit looking for the Wolf School Witcher armor, modified Thieves Guild armor, gloves and boots from the vanilla base game. The weapon is going to be a silver greatsword and an iron greatsword with a little crossbow too. Class is going to be a two-handed boss. This one is very interesting indeed. It's not going to be extremely overpowered. My guy is incredibly low level within the base game, so if you do have sort of what a mid to high tier character, Geralt of Riverwood is definitely going to be an essential follower for you guys to pick up. Luminous Atronachs. This one is coming at 3.8 kilobytes of a download. For this one, we have covered it previously on the channel, but it was a Xbox One exclusive. Now it's threshed out all the way to every console, i.e. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So you can pick this one up if you are viewing it for or your desires for Xbox. But this one we're going to be covering it solo at the moment for PlayStation 4. The summary of this one, as it pretty much illuminates the Atronachs within the game, such as the Fire Atronach, which obviously gives it that yellow glow, which is really beautiful too. It looks absolutely gorgeous, as you can tell on screen now, with all of the other ones corresponding with their own colours. This one is great, definitely heavy on the immersion if you're taking these into a dark settlement, as you can see on screen now if you're trying them, or if you're taking them into a dungeon. Something a little bit more realistic, a little bit touch up from what we should have seen within the Skyrim Special Edition. Things like this should have been within the base game. They simply just make sense, but obviously we're relying on the amazing mod creators out there, and for something like this, again, for that download size of only 3.8 kilobytes of a download, it's definitely worth grabbing, guys. So guys, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me out an awful lot. If you're new around here too and you are enjoying the PlayStation 4 content onto the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button, as we will be covering a lot more, and this is an ongoing series, and hopefully we will be doing every single month. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.